Hey class, Mrs. Gilling here for your final video assignment. This one's in lesson 20 and it is your enrichment activity about the death penalty. Before we get into that, let's talk about the joke of the unit. The bulb was relieved when he was told he was only being charged with a light sentence. Get it? Light bulb, light sentence. Oh, you're going to miss the joke of the unit. I know you are. All right, let's go talk about your enrichment activity that you have for lesson 20. So, just like your other ones, quick reminder you're going to click the link here, make your own copy so you can complete this assignment. And here's the prompt. Alt Criminal Justice Enrichment Activity Lesson 20, the death penalty. The Supreme Court focuses on cases of national significance that address unsettled areas of law. Death penalty cases brought before the Supreme Court have determined who can be executed and for which crimes. These cases have also led to the establishment of minimum requirements for capital trials. For this assignment, you will learn more about a death penalty case brought before the Supreme Court and how it has impacted death penalty law across the nation. Please complete the following steps. So, the Supreme Court gets involved quite often with death penalty cases because this is a huge deal, right? You're deciding whether or not somebody's life should be taken away for decisions that they've made. And so these cases that you're going to look at are going to look at the details of people's lives, specifically, some people that are minors and people that have intellectual disabilities, and you're going to see what the courts decided about whether or not these people should be allowed to receive the death penalty. So it's kind of fascinating, but it also will teach you a little bit about the death penalty, but also about how the Supreme Court functions and operates. So step number 1, the chart. You're going to pick one of the following death penalty cases to do a Google search on to answer the questions in the following table. Please fill out the table with the information you find, and each question is worth 10 points. So you're just going to pick one of these cases. You don't need to do all of them. Just pick one. Figure out the one that's most interesting to you and go with it. So you can choose between Atkins versus Virginia, Hall versus Florida, Moore versus Texas, or Roper versus Simmons. So pick one of those. And then you're going to answer the following questions. So first of all, what case did you research? All you're going to do is put down which one of these you picked. And in this particular box, you don't need to give me a link because obviously you're just picking one. Question number 2, let me know who the defendant was. Who is the person that these charges were being brought? Who was the person that they were trying to get the death penalty for? And give me the link to the website you used to find the information. What crime was committed? What did these people do? Give me the link to where you got the information. What aggravating factors led to the original death penalty sentence? So what kind of things did they do that made it so the judge gave them a death penalty sentence at that time? And give me your link to your website right there. And what mitigating factors did the Supreme Court consider in its ruling? These are things like factors about the person's life. What factors did they keep in mind when considering its ruling? What did they look at to decide, the Supreme Court decide, whether or not these people should be sentenced to the death penalty or not? And give me the link to your information there. And then the last one, how did this case influence death penalty law around the nation? So how did death penalty law change based off this case and this ruling? So give me the answer there and then the link to your website. And then for your short answer response in step 2, you're going to pick one of the following options. Not all of them, pick one and answer in at least 5 sentences. And this will be worth 40 points. So option number 1, and these are opinion based. Do you think that someone's mental state should be considered in criminal sentencing? Provide 2 specific reasons to support your opinion. So again, be very specific. Give me at least 5 sentences. Your words, not the computers, the internet. I want to know from you. Do you think? And give two reasons why you feel the way that you feel. Should someone's mental state be considered in criminal sentencing? So when someone's committed a crime and it's time to sentence them to something, should a judge or a jury look at what's going on in their mind, their mental status when making that decision? Option number 2, do you think that minors who commit serious crimes should be eligible for the death penalty? Provide 2 specific reasons to support your opinion. So should those that are under 18 even be eligible to receive it? Your opinion here, not necessarily what the laws said or what's been established already, but do you personally feel like this is the case make sure to write 5 sentences and give me at least 2 reasons. And then the third option you can choose from: do you think that minors who commit serious crimes should be allowed to be sentenced to life in prison without the opportunity for parole? Or do you think minors should have an opportunity to eventually be free? So taking this away, maybe the death penalty isn't something that you really want to write about. Let's talk about life in prison then. Do you think that minors, those under 18 that commit crimes, should be told, hey, you commit this crime as a minor, but you're going to still be in jail for the rest of your life? What's your opinion on that? And make sure to give 2 specific reasons to support why you feel that way, and answer in 5 sentences. Your rubric for this one: all of those questions in the chart are each worth 10 points. In order to get full points, you've got to give me correct answers, and you've got to make sure you're including the links to the websites as well. And then your short answer is worth 40 points. If you want to get full points there, you need to give me your 2 supporting reasons that are your words, and then make sure you're writing 5 sentences and that you're doing a good job just expressing your opinion there. If you have any questions about how to complete this assignment, please let me know. But other than that, it has been awesome doing these video assignments with you. Thanks so much, guys.